So you spoke about America in the sense of working, like and how it's different. But like, what is it like? Like, what did you think America was? And now that you're here, it's only been a short time though. Like how long? I don't know, 6 months.
Since May, so 5-6 months, yeah,
5, 6
something like
months.
that.
Like, what is it actually? Because like me, growing up trying to figure out what Canada is. I was only in Canada for 3 months, which that was just like from February to May, or well, how long was it? How long?
Yeah, that was right.
Yeah.
February, March, April, May. That's 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months. And
3
so
months.
like, I honestly didn't know what to think of Canada.
I don't feel like Americans are taught a lot about Canada.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Is that right? Is that true?
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. I know
you don't
nothing.
learn anything about Canada.
I didn't grow like I grew up in the South. That's
like deep.
I don't think no. I maybe the kids up north though, because it's so they're closer. You know, maybe the kids up north. You know, they learn some stuff about Canada, but where I'm from, we didn't learn anything about Canada. I don't know any Canadians except Steve Nash, and Drake. But
Shout out.
But yeah, going there. When I left Vegas and I went there, few days in, for me, it was just a huge like weight off my shoulders, like stuff I didn't worry about. There was just things I noticed that were just different and calming and relaxing, and I just didn't worry as much. And especially, you know, as a Black American man, I noticed, I was like, oh, I don't feel weird.
Yeah.
I don't feel weird here. And I'm not saying there's not, like where we was at, there's not even that many Black people.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel alone there. I didn't feel like I was
like out of place.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I had to look over my shoulder. Another thing too, you know, there's like no guns there.
Yeah.
That's another thing that
That's
I
true.
was like worried about, that I worry about here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much, you can't even go to the gas station these days. You know. But that was another thing for me. Cleaner. We was in the city. You know, we was in Vancouver, and it was clean there.
Yeah, that's one of the like first things that you noticed about Vancouver. You said it's so clean here.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Really? Like in the city? Now now mind you, I used to live in Yaletown, which is like downtown Vancouver. It is like a nicer area. So like, I mean, but it's not significantly cleaner than other neighborhoods in Vancouver. Like it all kind of looks like that.
So yeah, that's amazing.
Except for East Hastings, obviously. But
yeah, I mean, we did run to some spots where, you know, you got, you know, obviously you got the people who are unhoused. And
unhoused.
Yeah, you know, that's what you got to use online now.
I gotcha.
You know.
I gotcha. Yeah,
you know.
Unhoused.
Anyway, yeah, you know, obviously, but you know, everywhere, you know, obviously that's becoming prominent everywhere. You know.
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah, because
post-COVID.
Yeah, post-COVID. There's just a lot of that going on. Nothing you can really do. We can really do right now. But yeah, I mean, for me, if I had the choice, I'm staying in Canada. You know.
Yeah, you said
I would
that.
like to, you know, when it comes down to all the things I just said, then you got like healthcare. You know, I felt like, I know it's expensive where we were at, but it didn't feel like it to me.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like, it don't feel like Seattle.
Seattle is expensive.
It don't feel like
I'm
Seattle.
telling you,
Yeah,
it actually feels more expensive than Vancouver, which is surprising because Vancouver is so expensive.
It's so expensive.
But
yeah.
it feels like the groceries here are just out of control.
Yeah, it feels like where we were at during that little time that what I was paying is what I was getting. And I feel like here, and I feel like it's becoming all over America.
Yeah, I agree.
We're not getting our money's worth.
Exactly. Yes.
We're not.
Yes.
You know, and so those are the things that I felt in Canada. You know, I'm like, yeah, I can see myself here. I want my whole family to go. Like,
yeah,
I honestly want my whole family to go and at least see it, at least feel it. You know, that there's something else.
Yeah. There are outskirts and suburbs and like country living in Canada, in British Columbia.
Okay.
There are like smaller towns.
Yeah.
If you go up a little bit, like up north a little bit, like where I went to university. That's a very small town.
Yeah.
Very small town, and it's kind of the same feeling. It's just cheaper.
See, that's
and
dope.
it's small town living, so like you
Yeah.
could go from one end of the town to the other in like 30 minutes.
Oh, see, yeah.
So it was a really cool experience being there for school. So, you know, if down the road we end up in Canada, that's an option.
Yeah, it's an option. But yeah, that's how I feel about Canada.
Yeah.
Definitely an option for me to live. And like I said, I didn't know what to think about it before I went. Mm-hmm. But those are my thoughts now. Like, I love it. It's definitely for me.
Yeah.
I can see myself being there. But on the opposite end, how was America feeling for you?
Yeah.
What did you think it was? And actually, what is it?
Yeah. So I feel like before moving to America, I knew it was going to be, I know it's like very much political out here. And I know guns is a huge problem here. And I don't know. I didn't really have that many like preconceived notions about America. I've been to Vegas so many times with you. Like we cross the border all the time to go to America. So like, I don't know. I guess for me, like before moving here, I was just thinking it's probably going to be the same thing. It's just everybody can have a gun or something like that. Whatever. I wasn't like super scared or anything. But now that I'm here, I feel like, I don't know if it's just Seattle. Like, I don't know. After living here, I feel like people here are so, it's like they're just thinking about themselves, and like people aren't very friendly.
Facts.
And like, I always thought that was such a stereotypical thing of people to say about Canada. Like, Canadians are so nice, like blah, 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 blah. Now that I'm in America, Canadians are so nice. Like, Canadians are just so friendly and approachable.
Yeah.
Like, in America, you go up to someone, like, you get even, like, close to them at the store or something, they're looking at you sideways, like, back up, sort of thing.
It's true.
I also feel like because I'm, like, going to all these places with you, like, we joke about this all the time, but Rodney always says that I don't, like, pay attention to, like, what's going on around me when we're out together.
Yeah.
And I don't like that I'm like that, but I am, I guess, when I'm around you, and you make me aware of so many different things, and I'm like, I had no idea that person behind me had a gun in their back pocket. Like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that scares me. That scared me at the time when you told me that at the store. I was like fucking scared for my life. Sorry, I probably shouldn't swear. I was so scared though.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And so I feel like that was a realization for me. I was like, oh my God. Like, I forgot that you could have guns in America.
Yeah, man.
So that really scared me. But after being here for 5 months, like, I mean, you already touched on how expensive it is here.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah,
But
I think that's Seattle. But I mean, I will say Seattle. I'll say Washington, I guess. I do feel like they use the money the way it should as a state. I will. Yeah,
They're
I
like
think
tax dollars.
Yeah, I think the quality of life in Washington is higher than any other place I've lived. I've lived at a lot of places too.
Yes, you.
You know, but yeah. So that's your thoughts on America?
My thoughts on America so far. Like, I don't really know where else to elaborate on because I don't know.
What do you think about the politics, the election coming up? What do you? Okay, we watched a little bit of a debate.
Yeah.
But you can't even walk out the house without seeing like a political sign.
Yes.
Or somebody's bumper sticker.
Yes.
Or something like that. And you see the Kamala and Trump situation. What do you think about that? Is it funny? Is it like, what does it seem like to you?
It seems unreal. It seems like when we watched the debate, that really seemed like a joke.
Bro.
And to think that this is actually happening in America is like really scary. Like, I don't know, my personal experience in Canada, like, we're not involved in politics at all. Like,
do y'all vote?
Like this. We vote, yeah.
Okay. But it's not. Okay.
It's not, in my experience, it's not as openly talked about as it is here in America.
Yeah.
Like, why are the people so involved?
That's the thing.
I mean, it does affect. I get it. It doesn't. Okay, that's a stupid question, but it does affect everyone. I understand that, but like, why do we have to have such an opinion on it? Like, everybody has to have an opinion on it. It's just like, why can't we just like see how it plays out? Focus on something else.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's like, it just seems so like people have nothing better to do.
Yeah, it's true. It's like I feel like the whole voting thing and all the politics stuff, like they say at your job, you're not supposed to talk about religion or politics at work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Man, it should be like that all the time, because I feel like you go vote in private. Like, you have to go in a booth, you have to close the thing, you go vote so nobody can see. I feel like it should be that way because it makes a divide.
Yes.
And in public. But America's built off of that.
Yeah.
America is built off of divide. You know what I mean? It is. What is happening is politics and whoever they're voting for becomes their identity.
Yeah. And people feel so strongly to make it known who they're supporting.
Right. Yes, exactly.
And it's like, if you don't believe the same things that I believe, I hate you.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Oh, you voting this way? Oh, you're right, you're left. Oh, we can't be friends. People are losing family members over this stuff. One of my family members, decided when Trump was running, going to vote for Trump, be a Trump supporter.
Everybody was like, no.
Everybody's like, nah, we don't. I'm talking about a beloved member of the family. You know what I mean? Like, and now that he does that, some people don't mess with him no more because of that. And I'm like, it shouldn't be that way. Like, it shouldn't. He shouldn't.
It's family.
He shouldn't have to wear it as a badge either, though. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I feel like that. Like, it shouldn't be,
totally.
I'm this, I'm that. There shouldn't be a such thing as a Trump supporter. There shouldn't be a label.
I agree.
That shouldn't be a thing.
Because you're looked at a certain way when you're a Trump supporter.
Like, it should not be that loud. It should be, oh, okay, yeah, I agree with him.
It's the closed-mindedness that gets me.
Yeah.
In politics, like, there's no room to think outside the box.
No.
Or to think something different than your neighbor.
Yeah. No.
Like, it just doesn't exist.
It really don't, man. It's
sad.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's the identity of America. Like, it just is. Like, there's always a divide. There's always that. There's always a fight. Yeah. There's always a fight.
Yeah.
Do you like guns? Or you don't?
Yeah, it's true.
Do you like Trump or Kamala? You know what I mean? Are you this or you that? It's so many things. And,
it sucks.
And it's just so many. Yeah, it's hard. It's gonna be hard for us, like, to come back from this. I feel like as a country, as a nation,
I agree.
It's gonna be hard because there's so many lines now. So many lines.
I agree.